Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with today's message. Now, whatever happens in your life, diba, it will be based on the choices you make. Okay? It's based on the choices you make. Minsan we think, okay, other people affect our lives. Yes, other people do things to us. We have our job, we have family, we have friends, we have not so friends, we have other people in our life, we have other things that come into our life, but the outcome of everything is actually based on the choices that we make. No matter what happens in our life, it really is the choices that depends, because things happen, diba? Mga occurrences, mga events happen no matter what, diba? And it happens to all people. Pero the difference is with those people that are you see being successful, with those people that you see who are able to parang reach their goals. Is that sige bigay ko na sa mami, naging bored na siya. The difference with those people is that those people that are able to parang overcome these challenges and go past these whatever obstacles they're facing are the choices that these people make. It's all about the choices that we make. It's all about the scenarios and the difficulties and the challenges that happen to us. I like saying, it's not what happens to us, it's how we react that matters. You cannot blame the outcome on anyone, the outcome of what happens in your life on anyone. Meaning you should take responsibility for whatever happens. Whatever happens right now, say when you were kids, diba, wala tayong control. When we were babies, when we were growing up, when we were children, wala tayong control sa mga mangyayari sa buhay natin, right? Because we're still under a lot of us are still under our parents. Pero now that we're adults, most of us siguro are 18 and older, we are responsible for whatever happens in our life. We are responsible for the choices we make, and the choices we make outcome what happens in our life. So we can't blame this on anyone else, diba? We can't depend on anyone and say, oh, ikaw na bahala sa buhay ko, diba? We're not dependents anymore. Hindi na tayo mga bata, diba? Right? Unless may mga bata. Sino ba mga bata dito? Sino bang below 18 years old dito? Pero I think 99.9% of those watching, we're all adults. But we're all 18 and above, so we can't depend on. We can't say, okay, my future is in your hands. Walang ganun. My fate is in your hands. Walang ganun. You have to take responsibility for your own life. For your goals to come true, you can't really depend on anyone. Yes, other people can help. Other people can, provide assistance, provide guidance, ganun. Pero sa totoo, it's all really in your hands. But that's why you need to learn to really stand on your own. You have dreams or goals in your life. Diba? Meron tayong mga dreams. Meron tayong mga goals, diba? And we have to take actions to fulfill these. So I want to ask you right now, diba? I want to ask you right now, do you take responsibility for your life? Right? Or are you passing that responsibility to someone else? Okay. Type in the word anong word? Two words pala. Take responsibility. If you take responsibility for your life, or if you want to take responsibility for your life. Diba? A lot of people kasi they say when something happens to them, when something, they talk about their bad situation, like they blame other people. Diba? They say, sila kasi, ganun kasi, ito kasi nangyari, that's why, diba? They always have excuses, they always have someone else to blame, but they don't take responsibility. So, if you are someone who takes responsibility, or if you want to take responsibility, baka sa past hindi, but moving forward you want to take responsibility, then type the words, take responsibility, sa comment section down below. Okay? So, yun, take responsibility. Weng, Jenny, Janine, Nikki, Evelyn, Ludelin, ayan, mga people who want to take responsibility for their actions, who want to take responsibility for the outcomes in our life. Okay? Now, because we're taking responsibility, diba, we have to learn, sabi ko na, we have to learn to stand on our own, right? We have to be able to rely on ourselves. Diba? And sa totoo, we have to prioritize ourselves before anything else, because we are responsible for our own future. We have our own goals. We're trying to achieve these goals, so we have to prioritize ourselves, really. What do we mean by that? We prioritize our own health, di ba? Yung sabihin natin yung priority for a lot of us, for most of us, di ba? Priority is our family, right? Taking care of our family, di ba? You saw my son earlier and my wife in the chat. They are my priority. Pero sa totoo lang, I have to take care of myself first. I have to make sure na okay yung health ko, right? Because if I'm sick, if something happens to me, di ba? If I work too much, right? They say, okay, I keep working to take care of my family, to take care of my wife and my son, and my mom, my sister, gonna take care of my family. But if I work too much, if I get sick, diba? If I get burnt out, diba? They're the ones who are going to be affected, right? So if we want to really achieve our goals, if we want to, if our goals are to provide for our family, provide for other people, then we have to really prioritize ourselves first. We have to prioritize our health, our physical health, our mental health, diba? Yeah, we have to prioritize our mental health because same thing, diba? If we're so stressed all the time, and we end up taking that out on the people around us, diba? So we have to really prioritize ourselves first. We have to prioritize our health, our physical health, our mental health, our spiritual health, our financial health, because all those are part and parcel of reaching our goals. If our goal is to take care of our family or to take care of others, we have to baka sabihin ng iba, oh, you know what, some people will think it's selfish, right? Na okay, I need to take a break. Say, oh, you should work more because you need to earn more for your family. Pero sa totoo lang, you're taking a break in order for you to achieve your goals, in order for you to provide for your family, di ba? Kita nyo ba? Ganun. Do you guys see the importance of taking care of yourself? Type the word important if you see the importance. Okay, type the word important if you know that it's important to prioritize and take care of yourself first. Type in the word important, right? If you agree with that, or baka you disagree, then you can type in the word not important, diba? It may sound a bit harsh, but that's really how it goes. Now, for most of us here, for most of us who are in watching, we are like the providers. We have other people to take care of, diba? Whether it's our kids, our spouses, and so on, diba? And it may sound harsh, diba? It may sound harsh, but if we want to be able to fulfill our duties, if we want to be able to do the best we can, we really have to take care of ourselves, right? And then we can take care of others, right? Because if we're not, diba sa airplane, they always say, when you have a kid, you always put on your mask first. Diba? Yung oxygen, diba? When there's a drop in oxygen levels, you have to put on yung parang oxygen mask so that you can breathe the oxygen. And you put it on yourself first before you put it on your child or anyone else, right? Because diba, if you're trying to put it on, you prioritize, you put it on your child, your kid, your baby, you put it on them first, tapos ikaw wala kang oxygen. Tapos you end up fainting. Diba? Hindi ka pa natapos putting it on your kid and you faint first, diba? Lalo pa like our baby is very very malikot ang likot niya, so it keeps moving around, tapos try to put it on, right? And you end up fainting because you don't have oxygen, diba? So kayong dalawa kawawa, diba? So but it's the reality of things that you really have to take care of yourself, and that's a message I want to tell you guys. You really have to take care of yourselves first. Other people thinking, oh, I'm sacrificing so much for my family, I'm sacrificing so much for my kids, ganun. Pero if you're sacrificing yourself, sila yung kawawa, hindi lang ikaw, pero sila yung kawawa, diba? How can you achieve your goals if you don't attend to your life first? Not just physically, diba? Sabi ko, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. You have to attend to yourselves first. And same thing, like ako minsan I have a goal of helping others, diba? Financially. Kung wala naman akong pera, paano ako makatulong ng iba, diba? Same thing, you have to really take care of yourself. How can you be a good person if you don't love yourself first, diba? How can, and that goes parang deeper, pero how can you be a good person if you don't love yourself first, if you don't take care of yourself first? Prioritize yourself first in improving your life, in achieving your goals, and everything will follow. Alright? You have to really make sure that you are okay before making sure other people are okay. You have to prioritize yourself first, and then your other goals, whatever it is you want to achieve, will follow. Your life and your dreams, really, they're your responsibility. Wala nang, you can't put that responsibility in someone else. Diba? Even sometimes some people pray na, Lord, ikaw, I don't have anything right now, and then they pray na, God, I'll put it all on you. Diba? Ganon. Minsan may ganon, right? But sa totoo lang, you have to take action. Diba? You have to take action. If you just parang keep praying and praying, tapos wala namang action, wala namang mangyayari sa buhay mo, diba? You need to start something. Alright, so yun, it really is your responsibility to take action and to prioritize yourself. Make yourself a priority because no one else will. Yes, other people will help you and ganun, pero other people have their own problems. Other people have their own concerns. Baka may mentor kayo, but of course, they have other people to take care of, right? I can say na yung asawa ko, she'll take care of me, pero she also has a son, right? To take care of, our son to take care of, diba? So, you really have to make sure that you are okay first and make yourself a priority. Paulit-ulit lang, but it's an important message because I know a lot of you sacrifice a lot, right? A lot of you are thinking, okay, kahit pagod na ako, kahit I don't feel well, I'm still going to sacrifice. Diba? How many of you are guilty of that? Type in the word sacrifice. If you're guilty of parang sacrificing, sabihin natin too much. Diba? Na it affects your life, it affects your ability to achieve your goals. Type in the word sacrifice if you're guilty of that. If nangyari yun before sa'yo. Baka today, not anymore. Pero if that happened to you before, type in the word sacrifice. If that's something that you have done in the past before. Pero hopefully, going forward, that's not something you will do anymore. Okay, so if this is a message that resonates with you, if this is a message that you think is important, type this in the comment section down below. I will prioritize myself first so that I can achieve my goals. I can prioritize myself first so I can achieve my goals. In my case, I will prioritize myself first so that I can take care of my family. Diba? So I'll be there to take care of my family. So yun. So prioritize myself first, and you can change the wording if you want. I'll prioritize myself first so that I can provide better or can take care, ganun. But whatever it is, so that you can achieve your goals, you have to really prioritize yourself first, because the responsibility of achieving your goals, the responsibility of taking yourself is primarily yours. Wag mo nang ipasa sa ibang tao. Okay? Wag mong ipasa sa ibang tao. It really is your responsibility. Alright, so type that in the comment section down below. I'll prioritize myself first so that I can achieve my goals. Alright, just a reminder, later today at 6 p.m. we have Flip, Chat, and Chill with Phoenix. That's at 6 p.m. The topic is tools needed to start freelancing. So if you're still starting freelancing and you want to know ano mga tools na kailangan, tune in later at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, we have a Just Success. I don't know if we finalized. Last na ko nakita, I didn't have the final guest yet, but we will have a Just Success, I think. Mar, if you're here, maybe you can comment. But yes, okay, type this in the comment section down below. I will prioritize myself so that I can achieve my goals. Ayan. Ito yung mga people who are taking responsibility. Ang daming people who want to take responsibility, who are taking responsibility. Iba important talaga to take care of yourself. Sabi ni Jocelyn, Janine, Jenny, Isabella, very important. Nikki, Dominique, really important. Weng, very important. May mga iba tao that sacrifice. They've done that in the past, pero hopefully moving forward, you will learn to really prioritize yourself first. Jenny, I will prioritize myself first so I can achieve my goals. Weng, Narben, Janine, Weng, dalawa pa lang Weng dito. Tess, I will prioritize myself so that I can achieve my goals. Even if you're watching the replay, guys, you can type that in the comment section down below as well if this is something that you want to do. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for spending your Monday morning with me. Hopefully, this is something that you'll remember throughout the rest of the week, and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.